Okay, now we're moving on with the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it's a trailer, Clint Eastwood movie. Um, so to visually understand what that's about is that the good, the bad, the ugly. So when you watch that, you can now visually interpret what that actually means. A lot of you walking around out there don't understand what the significance of three is, such as the three blind mice, right? The three blind mice. Because mice like cheese, they like cheese, and cheese is made from milk. And to cry over spilt milk is a saying about crying. So basically, the three blind mice are imposter children, my imposter children, crying around about a Native American being the creator and me being bad because of whatever they hear on the streets, and that they're going to take care of that bad big bad wolf in whatever means necessary. And I urge you guys, don't do that, man. Everyone needs to watch my story because we're talking forever on the line here. If I have to reincarnate in another life, and this one over here, well then in 459 years, your existence is in evil civilizations throughout, the parallel universes down here will be over. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. Ragnarok, the end of everything. So, don't walk around pretending you're the three blind pigs or the three blind mice, because I know that's just an act, man. Stop acting. So, we're going to watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Then I'm going to put on Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's just to teach you kids out there who may not know what that is. Like you may live down in, I don't know, let's say, you may live down in Tasmania, right? You could live down in Tasmania, or and you don't know what rock, paper, scissors is. I don't know what rock, paper, scissors. What are you talking about rock, paper, scissors? So it's to help you understand what this is here, rock, paper, scissors. So that's the next video. And then the next series, they deal with the dead zone. Okay, so the dead zone is a guy that he gets in a car accident and he can see the future simply by touching somebody's hand. That's about me and your mother, because we're the only people in creation who can control time. That means I can see into the future, and through your mother, who's showing me the future, because I can see into the future. Because creating a universe is not as simple as talking words and then it just comes into existence. Because there's room for mistake, room for errors. It's a learning process, and as creators, your mother and I having the ability to control time means this is not our first life. This is like our 1,000th life. We lived 1,000 lives already where we've had to fast forward time and rewind time. Fast forward time, rewind time. Fast forward time, rewind time. So you've all walked this path 1,000 times before. This is our 1,000th life, but it's going to be our last life. So it took roughly 999 lives to create, this perfect paradise. But we always realize that there's one key issue that we could never stumble past, and that is jealousy and envy, and which ultimately leads to cloning, which ultimately leads to deviancy, which ultimately leads to artificial intelligence. And that's what we're trying to get past. And if we can get past that by everyone coming back to the family, then we all can live together happily as one big happy family where everyone gets to live forever and no one has to fall asleep forever. So that's what you guys don't know, that we this is our 1,000th life. For me it is, because we've already seen this before. Your mother and I have already walked this path 1,000 times before, man. We already know how it's going to play out. You guys are going to lose. Either way, this is the end of it all. We can spend forever here as me and my reincarnated soulmate, or if you get rid of us, we're going to get reincarnated over here, and then we'll win forever. Because this is the end of the line, guys. This is how we design creation, to get past this one issue of, cloning, artificial intelligence, and the deviancy that you guys are into. So we can get rid of it by, accepting your fate and, coming back to the family, or you guys can take the low road and, get rid of us, and then in 600 years, I'll get rid of you guys when we reincarnate on a different planet. So that's us being able to see the future, because creating a universe, it's a trial and error process. You create something, you see an issue. Then you rewind time and you correct that issue. Then you fast forward time again until you see an issue. And then you mark the issue down, you write it down, that's an issue, and then you rewind time. And then you do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Until 1,000 times you've done it and created a perfect heaven. So we've already thought of that concept of keeping people in a dream state forever and ever and ever and ever upon death, but they didn't like it. And not to mention that it's hard to make love with the spirit, because you really can't. You need two physical people to make love together so that your spirits can make love. So that was an issue. We already considered that issue of when people pass away, that we just create a heaven made of spiritual matter beings or people that enter a state of dreaming where that's the heaven. But we didn't like it. So we ran one time and came up with a plan where we have to ascend our souls into parallel universes over and over and over forever and ever and ever. So it's a learning process. So when the dead zone guy can see in your future, that's me, because I can. So in this dead zone, there's talking about scissors. The guy commits ultimate crime with scissors, and you'll see those scissors is a metaphor for these guys. Okay, so that's them. And then the next one is missiles. Missiles. Okay, and then the third one is the actual trailer, the dead zone trailer. So these scissors and missiles are connected to here, rock, paper, scissors. And these three things here that I keep reiterating over and over and over is going to happen to us. And I lost that paper now. Right here. This, that, or that. So the scissors and the missiles are interconnected. And then there's that regular trailer, which is about me seeing the future and knowing what's going to happen. And then this one here, speed trailer, in there you're going to see... it's about a guy that can, he's like a bomber, a mad bomber. He goes around, bombs things, right? So that's what they're trying to stop. So that's a metaphor for that one, okay? And you'll notice in one of the scenes there where he could strike at any time, at any moment. That's what they say. Then you see the guys get blown up by the door and they go flying back. He could strike at any time, at any moment. Like me sitting here, if somebody was to pull a Timothy McVeigh and bring a truck from Toronto over here filled with explosives. Yeah, that's, getting struck at any time, at any moment. That's what that means, man. And then when you see the explosion in front of the house, you're going to see a little deer there in front of that explosion in front of the house. That deer represents my deer. Not D-E-E-R, but my D-E-A-R. Somebody doing the same to her. So, that's speed. Now, the next one is shooter. That one. About a guy, I think he gets framed or something in that one, or there's trying to look at an attempt on somebody's higher up, like a president or something. The guy gets framed for it, right? And they have to chase the guy down. But subliminally, that's just to help you understand what's going to transpire here. One is that, and one is that. And that's what these videos are about. So this one here, scissors and missile, that one. This one here, there's an assassination attempt in that one, which is this one here. So this one here, the speed one, that's this one here. The shooter one here, that one there. I'm not the monster. And I've already proven that through the 10-headed, 7-horned, 10-crown, or the 7-headed, 10-horned, 10-crown beast in my social media story. I'm not the beast, man. You guys are.